What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the curious case of Jordan Caron, Boston Bruins former first-round pick that hasn't really panned out the way Peter Chiarelli Clothing Company would like. I remember I was kind of excited they drafted him out of the Rimouski back in '09. I thought he really had good size, played a good two-way game, and would be an effective, if not spectacular, player. Not a spectacular player, but effective, efficient player in the NHL. He made the Bruins out of camp when he was 19 in 2010, 2011, the year they won the Stanley Cup. He ended up getting sent down to Providence, but he showed flashes, and then in 2010, 2011, 2012, he had a really good stretch of play going on there. You look at the numbers; they don't impress you. 15 points in 48 games that season, but he was on a little bit of a streak there. And right around late April, early March, and then they made the deal for Ralston and what was the other guy there? Motto. Ralston really ate into his minutes, and he never really bounced back after that. They inserted him in the playoffs that year. No points in 2 games. Last year with the lockout, he his numbers in the AHL were kind of bad. 18 points in 47 games. It's not exactly what you expect out of a guy who was, he had a pretty solid playoff run in Providence, but, just the regular season was abysmal. And then he was with the Bruins for 17 games last year, really didn't do much. And then this year has done even less. 3 points in 35 games and -8. He's almost impossible to move. You're really not going to get equal value back from him at this point. It's unfortunate, but, it's the way it goes. And I remember at the World Juniors in 2010, he looked okay. I mean, he looked like he was going to be, again, the same thing I suggested was, a okay all-around player. But, to move him is going to take, you're not going to get equal value back. I mean, I don't want to say a bust, but, his contract's up in the end of the year. He's going to be an RFA, $640,000 this year. I mean, for a guy that, again, hasn't done a damn thing and, really doesn't bring you anything different than anyone else. It's not like Sean Thornton who, brings you the physicality, brings you, the fighting if he has to. Or, Paez got the speed and the penalty killing acumen. Caron just is out there. It's kind of like a waste of space at this point. And, again, I was the biggest Jordan Caron fan, 2 years ago around this time. I thought he was going to be an effective top 6 forward in the NHL, and that hasn't been the case at all. And, maybe I overrated him 2 years ago, but maybe I'm selling low on him now, but it's unfortunate. Maybe he gets some time in these playoffs and he turns his game around and is able to help the Bruins and be play an effective all-around game for them in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But, we shall see it. Just disappointment all around with him. I mean, I thought he was going to be, not the most flashy player, but, an effective guy that he works the boards very well, and that seems to be the only thing he has going for him. He protects the puck pretty well, too, but that's about it. And maybe, it was that hit he took from the defenseman there at World Junior Camp, Colton Tubert, about 4 or 5 years ago. That was a freight train. Look that up. But anyway, that's it on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the curious case of Jordan Caron. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.